This debate is older than the beginning of time, and now it's starting again and is all over TikTok. Is it a trick question again? Or does it go in the direction of social obligation again? Having kids or not having kids? This is today's question. I can assure you that you will not see me as a momfluencer in the near future, nor will you see me with my children trying to get cheaper tickets to a cosplay convention dressed as Jeffrey Epstein with my assistants. Welcome to the Artcast and today's episode. My opinion matters as much as a cinnamon roll in a diabetes workshop. I just hope to make someone smile, someone agrees on my point of view, and maybe you consider leaving a like or subscribe. I would appreciate that a lot, and thank you. This topic will always be something a lot of people will never agree on. On the other side, this is not an election where you have to choose a party. You could also stay independent, I guess, somewhere in the middle, and that's fine. Ever heard about leaving people just be? But that would make that episode pretty short if everyone would think like that. You always will have fanboys and activists on each side of the aisle. My opinion is, and will always be, it should be your own decision, and you should never feel pressured, bothered or whatever by what others say, nor your family, parents, friends, or the Holy Ghost, God, or your plumber, and especially not what society is putting on us. I will not even start with this rabbit hole and all the things out there, why you should have, how many and how to make them. It is your own life and not the life of someone else that you are living. There is also nothing wrong with being undecided until you find the right person, until you feel ready for it, because having a child is not a decision like getting a new iPhone. You don't use that thing, and in about a year or two, you get a new one. That one sticks with you, at least for some years, until they finally release the maturing update and get the fuck out of the house. It's also no subscription. You can just cancel after you watch the best episodes or the series you wanted. I guess it would be a nice feature to fast forward to the highlights and skip the bad parts. But like life, also children have ups and downs, positive and negative sides. How you see them is up to you. Someone enjoys spending time watching Paw Patrol and kids shows on demand. The other person loves spending time with their children. A child is also not a dog or a pet that can be by themselves for some time, at least not in the first month, years or even decades in some cases. Some kids never grow old and stay forever in their parents' house. Some might become lazy bastards or just used to the situation they're in. Some children also could develop serious diseases, conditions that will follow them for their whole life. No one deserves that, and I always hope for a healthy kid. I wish health for everyone because it is not always guaranteed. Maybe you know someone, care for someone, then you see how much that involves a lot of handling, a lot of caretaking, and it's not always easy, physically and also mentally. I have the utmost respect for parents. Everyone deserves good parents, good care. If you have a kid with special needs or not, parenthood is not always easy, and also parenthood is not for everyone. Also, the circumstances that you are living in should maybe be considered. Can I afford to have a child right now, or at point X in my life? A child is not cheap and you need a lot of stuff to consider, a lot of new challenges that might come up, etc. What leads me to the next point. In life, you learn more about yourself, how you function, what is good for you and what not. If you like being around children, that is good for you. Congratulations, spend your day at Disney World and have fun. If you don't like being around children, that is also good for you. Spend your day at Disney World and have fun riding the People Mover. But why? Because you recognized it hopefully before you had the decision of becoming a parent. Maybe you don't like being around children, just your own is also fine when you learn to enjoy it. If you become a parent and discover that you don't enjoy it, you don't like being around a child, then it's a bit late. There are still options for you, but I don't think you do the child or yourself, your partner, a favor. Imagine yourself in the shoes of the child. They will notice if the parents are enjoying them or not, if they love them or not. That is something every child also needs and should have, is love from their parents and family. If you raise a child because of taxes or pay benefits, you're not a parent, you are a child abuser. They are there to serve your needs, not theirs. In the end, the kids suffer, not you, because you make the decisions. There is so much to talk about with this topic. I haven't even realized when I started to do this. If you want to be a parent and you think this is good for you, then that is good for you. Do not put this belief on others. But this also goes along with other topics, not only this. I always try to accept others and don't put my own beliefs on them. Just because I like pizza does not mean someone else likes pizza. Just because I love the Beatles does not mean someone else does. Same is with decisions. I decided I do not want children. It's my choice. And when I talk to others, I don't convince them why my personal belief is better than someone else's, better than theirs. Others should accept this. They don't have to understand it. No one can understand yourself. Only you. But people should accept each other. If you want to have children, I am happy for you. If you don't want to have children, I am happy for you. Because it is your decision that you make, not someone else's. Will I regret this decision one day? I don't think so. And if, that is my problem, not theirs. This would also apply the other way around. I would say, do you regret being a parent? You should see both sides there also. The regret thing is not exclusive for the child section. I think I would regret more not eating enough pizza, or annoying my cat, not doing the things I like more often, and with the people I love. Life itself is sometimes hard enough for some people. You don't have to add a cherry on top of this. That whole discussion reminds me of the tattoo topic. Will I regret one day my tattoos? If I am old and I think about my tattoos more often than other things, like my health, my cats, which pizza to eat or which music to hear, then I think it's my least concern. My skin will look rough one day, if I have them or not. And making the decision not having children is more a statement about self-awareness than one against children. It's honest. If someone thinks the decision against a child is bad, cruel or selfish, watch some bad parenting. You are not rejecting children, you are just choosing not being a parent. That is more respectful to a child than becoming a parent and not being a good one in the end. Now to the internets and this topic. There are also the people who try to play the high card, the moral apostle card, by saying not having kids is hands down the most selfish thing you could do in your lifetime. You are being selfish because you are supposed to be a parent. To this I say, I am supposed to be human, and not every human is supposed to be a parent. But every parent should be a good human, and there is a difference. It's a choice and not a destination. I think we should be good humans, and I can be a good human without being a parent. You can do good for others too. There are a lot of people who need help. In which way does not matter. People who struggle, people who need someone. Also a statement is, you come from a stable background and it should be a no-brainer to have kids. No, I don't agree. It should be a no-brainer to make your own experience, your own choices in life. A no-brainer is putting on pants when you leave the house. Without it, you might get in trouble. Another one? The only true way you will find meaning in your life is by having kids, by seeing them grow up and seeing how positively you impacted them. That is life. That is one way, yes, if it is your way. But this is not for everyone. There are different solutions to everything. There is not only one. With this topic I might stick with the next episodes because it's worth talking about and it is important. It does not matter on which side you are. At least let people make their decision. In the end, however, you make the decision for yourself, you make it for the child. It should not be a debate, people choose kids or not. The society who is demanding the outcome is the problem. The decision of having children should not be pressured on you from outside factors. There should not be a side you pick. There only should be what you really want in the end. If you end your day with or without yappa dabba doo. If you throw your cat off the counter or not. And if you dump something into your neighbor's bowl or your own. Stay tuned and take care of yourself. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and goodbye for now.